What is up, everyone? It's me again, Gamerlush, and this is my first shot with Warhammer End Times Verimtide, the beta. Before I continue and explain this spoiler alert, fucking awesome game, raise your glasses. Cheers. Okay, so what is this pretty much? This is the first week in the week in beta to where the game will be officially released.
We lost another safe house last night. This keeps up, we'll be all that's left.
This game is a team-based four-player multiplayer game where you're a team of fantasy warriors trying to get through what essentially is the apocalypse in the version of Warhammer. You have to get through one end of the city to the other end and helping each other along as you go. This is the hub. You all spawn here at the Moonlight Inn, and then you can get up with the matchmaking by going to the map here. As you level on, you'll unlock different features. Like this is my cache of equipable items, and over here I can actually forge items that I get into better items, or put runes in them, or salvage them into other runes, and then compare my other things. So, Lush, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, so this game has multiple classes in it. Right now, as the game when launched, it will... I shouldn't have clicked them all into one. They have 5 classes for now. The game, the developers of Fat Shark said that they will be releasing more characters in this game on the Warhammer aesthetic. Me, I'm a big old dummy Warhammer fan about this. I'm loving this game's aesthetic so far as it is. So you have your common base, so you have your Imperial Surgeon. He kind of acts more like your two-handed and tanky kind of character. You have your Bright Wizard here. Of course, Wizard. Bright Wizard. She is a wizard. She casts spells, fireballs, and not so tanky. She basically, she can take some hits. Every one of these guys can, I think, take them out the same amount of hits, but of course, the tank can actually wield a shield and block attacks and have the other and what have you. You have your Dwarven Ranger. He's another tanky kind of character. But these two can also be ranged characters if you spec their weapons. I'll talk more about that later on. All right, of course we have our Waywatcher, basically Ranger. I'll probably make videos just to get into more depths of how their gameplay is. But for me now, I'm gonna go into Bright Wizard. There's the Witch Hunter. It's more like a rogue, not really rogue, but kind of like armor-piercing, crit damage, kind of headshot kind of guy who can deal out a lot of damage fast with his flintlock pistols. So of course I love spellcasters, so I'm going Bright Wizard, Return to the game. She has this one. This is her sword. This is her close combat sword, and then she has a staff. I can just click it once for just regular fireballs, or I can hold it for a big old fireball. And you'll notice that little red arc on the bottom there. That's pretty much my firepower, or my mana, or not really mana, but if I get too crazy with the fire casting, my fire spells, let me just go ahead and just show this for example.
The winds turn against me.
You'll see that vent for overcharge. Now I keep going. I'm gonna walk around like a crazy person, and it doesn't show it in the end because you're basically unkillable in the end because it's just the hub. At that point, I will explode and died because I charged myself up with too much fire at that point, which is intoning to the lore of Warhammer, which is fucking awesome. They did a really good job in the lore aspect of this game.
All right. That table with a map of the city. Go have a look.
All right, now that you said that, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and queue up for a game.
It's time to raise the alarm and give the town a fighting chance.
The game only has 3 missions for right now, but when the creator said there would be about almost 15 different maps in this game on its launch, which seems like a lot to me, which is good because I'm having fun just playing these 3 maps right now. Granted, it would get tiring after a while, so you can raise the difficulty. You have to get on Nightmare and Cataclysm. Of course, my phone would go off. You have to do the lower difficulty ones first. Okay, with that said, you basically go to auto search distance, auto hero filter, host game, auto ready, and then you can invite all your friends from here. We got some good friends on right now. All right, the first one I'm not going to be inviting. Pretty much, this is going to be like a blind, like random pickup group that I'm going to be partying up with. So we're going to get a random play. Actually, you know what would be?
I've turned to food's almost gone, and you lot have to find
forget it. We'll just do any hit play, and we gotta wait for a group. While we're waiting for a group, I just want to let's see here. Oh, here we go. What would I compare this game to? A lot of people are saying this is pretty much
town is overrun by
Warhammer
asleep.
Left 4 Dead.
Our alarm is the great big horn in Magnus.
Oh, did I do hard difficulty?
And you must go there and let the world know we're under attack. Check on the nearby guardhouse on your way, and with any luck, they can assist you.
Well, we'll probably end up dying, so hopefully this will end the video quick. I'll be actually doing more videos of this because I'm just loving this game right now. Oh shit! Me. Okay, so I just jumped into the middle of a game that's already progressing, and okay, there they are. Alright, so
just like a dwarf.
So the game matches you up with different classes, so you cannot have like 2 bright mages or 2 wave watchers or 2 imperial soldiers in one game. I'm glad they did that because each character does bring an individualness to the game and kind of serve a role. So wow, I am down low. Down low, down low. Get low, get low.
The fire isn't something I control.
So, as for my character, for instance, I'm the fire mage. So I'm here to basically bring on the range damage and AoE damage. Ooh, that's loose dice.
Give me a moment.
And I can heal myself because I got a healing kit.
Weary bones.
I'm hoping I'm not covering it on the interface. Oh shoot. So very melee-oriented first-person shooter. I gotta say though, a lot of them don't do melee first-person very well. A lot of them is like for like Call of Duty. They just do like a knife stab where you're like flying halfway across the room and you get like an instant kill. You have to actually do multiple slash wounds and you actually get an impact with your weapon. More so for like these two-handed heavy weapons like my buddy here, the Imperial Soldier, was just carrying. Now I'm switching over to a shotgun. But the reason why you want to do melee first is because you have a limited amount of ammo, and ammo caches are kind of scattered everywhere throughout the map. So it's not like you have an end of
Sealed tight. We're not getting.
guns are kind of used more for situational things, so like long range characters or a group of people if you have a shotgun, for instance. Now this is basically an event we have to go through. We have to carry these 3 of these explosive barrels over to that gate, so let me go ahead and grab this. Hopefully my teammates will cover me. I'm not totally defensive, so I can still push, but that's not going to kill him. Even though, ow, shit, oh, damn. Okay, shot the barrel out of my damn arm. Where'd it go? Alright, my sword can also catch him on fire. Alright, so it's good to go in with this game with friends. I've been having too much problems with the matchmaker. Granted, maybe 50% of my matches we're not usually making it to the end. We're usually dying. Come on, you bastard.
Leaving so soon, Sergeant.
The game looks really good, I have to admit. The game there we go. We got 3 barrels. Alright, the game looks good, the sound is great. You actually kind of have to make sure you're paying attention to the sound because each sound gives like a clue on what's going on. Because situational awareness is a big key of this. And it pretty much lets you know what's going on in the match. So right now I'm like over.
You're wounded.
I need to vent off some fire here.
The wound is clean, Kruber.
Thanks for the hand, help.
I'll give you a moment to even the school.
Drink this potion. Heal myself. Now there's tanks and damage dealers, but unfortunately there's no healers in the game. I feel they scatter for supplementing that. They actually scatter these healing items all across the map. I feel that they didn't put healing classes in the game. One, there wasn't really none in Left 4 Dead. Well, actually, really didn't have classes at all in Left 4 Dead. And I think every game would require at least one person to play that match because they would kind of like balance it. Oh shit! And that's one of the reasons why you can't go alone because there's not only are there these regular rat people that we're fighting right now. There's armored rat people. There's those claw rat people that just jumped on me. One throws poison globs at you. So if you just run off by yourself and go totally like Pro of Duty on this thing, you're basically gonna you're end up gonna get caught by one of these guys and getting yourself killed. That's why you need to stay close with your teammates. Make sure you guys are working together, helping each other out, grabbing each other out of like the gas or picking each other off the ground, and protecting each other from these special types of monsters here. You know, and cover each other's back. Yes, there's cooperative, but you know, the game scores you too. And here's another little cool mechanic. So let's say this guy is really, let's say my sergeant here was really concentrated on killing a group of rats, and one rat was about to pounce on him from behind. If I shoot that rat right before it hits him or takes damage from him, and it'll say like the little comment there, soft pretzel save blah blah blah. It gives you a little ding. It feels satisfying getting that ding because he knows, like, hey, I helped you out, dude, and you know, you're supposed to be working cooperatively, but it kind of reminds me of like the whole scene in Lord of the Rings where Gimli and Legolas are kind of having that game where they're seeing who kills the most. They're still working as a group, but you know, they're still having a small competition to see who can kill the most orcs. Here it's kind of like the same thing, but you're killing ratmen. So we gotta constantly keep moving. There's gonna be hordes and hordes of them coming at you. Mostly usually easy to kill. You've been seeing that I've been mostly one-shotting them with a fireball or so. A couple slashes with my sword. If I were the sergeant, perhaps, he has a two-handed hammer. He'd be just basically blowing their heads off or knocking their heads off with that hammer with one blow, and he'd do it like in a big tonal arc. That was so I need to get him up. Because he got knocked down. Once you get knocked down, you can't help unless a teammate comes by to help you up. You're pretty much down for the count.
I will not die so far from home.
That heartbeat right now, I'm about to die here in a minute. Yeah, Indra. Fortunately, there's no healing items anywhere.
I've been to that tavern.
Come on.
Lousy service.
Okay, so with that, having to say, let's talk about the combat here for a minute. The combat is satisfying as hell.
I am like the wind on the fields. To cage me is to rob me of purpose.
You have wanderlust then. Your purpose is to travel.
My purpose is to choose my purpose. A cage grants only a single stale path.
Alright, so I'm basically trying to get...
Come on, Skaven! I miss the stench of burning fur.
That's very nice vocal cues, really good. They do interact with each other. There's a whole backstory to the actual group.
Get out of the way, Lumberfoot!
And the fact that every strike of the sword, every hit of a hammer, every bolt of fire just feels impactful. It just looks like it's just messing them up. Like, I'm going to take that, unfortunately. No, unfortunately, pretty much almost everyone needs it. This is actually my first round on hard, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no! Damn it, come on, hit him! It's a bullcrap! Hit him! There, shit! Where'd he go? Oh. Damn, sorry guys, that was a pathetic display. Usually we get those guys off right away. This soldier's like, what the fuck, man? What took you so long? Especially like, hold on, like this. Let me just put this fucker in a bunch of... Let's see if I can get a group of these assholes.
It reeks of black powder.
Okay, I can't hold this for too long. All right, now just... No one else yet. Figures, of course, when I do want monsters, they don't pop up. Ratman. But yeah, this is not the only things I can do. Actually, the way your character attacks are is pretty much what weapon you have equipped in your hand right now. This is the only staff I can do. At the end of each completed mission, you have to complete the mission. You can't die and get you can't dive, and if you want to get loot, because each completed mission you get loot at the end of a completed mission. Come on. Dude, get your butt over here. So that's one thing you don't want to do, is stand behind, because one, I can't get back to you, and if you were to get pounced by a rat, there would be nothing I would be able to do. So yeah, falling behind, you want to make sure you're staying close to the group, and that is basically means we've been dawdling too much. Yeah, so you gotta keep constantly on the move. Our hordes of rats are just going to start piling on you. So you can't just like, okay, let's camp this area and kill all the rat men as slow as we go. They're just going to keep coming. They come out of the vents, holes in the walls, rooftops, down the stairs. If there's a hole, the rat man's going to come out of it.
Bloody thing's gonna blow!
So another staff will basically let me rapid fire fireballs like a machine gun, or shoot out a flame laser or something. Each one has pretty much a purpose to. So me, I'm kind of specialized for heavy nuking and single target damage. But there's another one that basically can lay a flame of fire on the ground and do a lot of AoE damage. I can do that. Get that staff. Just because the character can't. Just because the character is mainly mostly used for tanking or damage dealing does not mean it can't tank or damage deal. So this guy usually has a sword and shield, but he also has a two-handed hammer. A two-handed hammer can wreck foes, just a whole swath of them. You can just basically do a whole sweep of frontal cone of damage in front of you. The ranger here, she can do fast range damage, but that doesn't mean she's no good at meleeing. It just depends on all the outfitting or what you basically equipped it out for. Grant, you can't switch it on the fly. You have to basically plan it out for before you start the match, pretty much. Let's see if we actually do this. Alright, so we're basically at the end of the stage. This is a horde mode, pretty much. We gotta hold this ground until the getaway carriage comes. So working together, communicating. There is an in-voice chat on the microphone here on the game. You have to set that up. You guys are gonna have to think. Well, first, what's your aesthetic style? Do you like elves? Do you like humans? Do you like dwarves? And if so, what do you want to do? Do you want to be the front linesman? Do you want to make sure get nitty gritty up in their face and use melee weapons, or do you want to be a ranged character like myself? I like being ranged because I don't like being touched, but they have those classes that pretty much cater to that kind of play style. This guy is giving no shits. He is just down there in the thick of it.
There's a Globeteer nearby.
He just kind of, and it's a nice feeling that you're not. It's like not generic zombies. You're kind of just fighting. There's a Globeteer, basically gas grenading rats. Ratsman. Oh shit, where was that? Oh. Yeah, so every content, it's still the same map, but every kind of experience is still the same. So at this point, we could have had a one of those lunging gutter runners at this time. The maps are always the same, but the enemy spawns are always different, pretty much. Back him up a little bit. Alright, actually this is not doing so bad for a hard run.
There's a fireball waiting for the next rat that shows its muzzle.
Now, can the combat get a little monotonous? Kinda. I guess if you hate really casting fireballs over and over again. Yeah, it could. Was Left 4 Dead monotonous because you kept using the same type of weapons? Yeah. But it's pretty much, it's all to your own enjoyment. If you like fantasy, team-based games, you like being wizards, knights, dwarves, and what have you. This game is great. The aesthetic is awesome. Very grim dark. Everything is very depressing. Pretty much the end times are here. Just the name, Warhammer End Times. Very sarcastic, quipping heroes, like not very likable, but you know they're still like the last defense against man, shit like that. But I feel that if you like team games, first-person shooters, and fantasy, which usually doesn't go well hand in hand with each other, you're gonna like this game. If you like Left 4 Dead, you're gonna like this game. Unless you really just hate the fantasy aesthetic of, like, God, I'm so tired of dwarves and elves. Then that's probably one of the main things that will probably hold you back from not liking this game. Come on.
Going well.
Then this wouldn't be the game for you. But for everybody else who loves playing with other people, who likes playing cooperatively, not really big into PvP, but loves playing with other people and friends, you're gonna like this game. Kind of like a fast action Dungeons and Dragons, I guess you were to say.
The way's open. Quickly, find the cage's release. That's it.
Wow, I can't believe we did it.
Need aid, Kruber.
Alright, come on. Come on, Mr. Knight, let's go. Let's go, move your keister, meester. Come on, dude. There you go. There you go, come on. Stick together. This guy was, like, not even trying to stick together. He almost freaking died. And there's some there's like areas to explore too. Granted, this wasn't, you know, this is only 3 maps. There's still like a bunch more maps to be released here. Dude, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Sergeant, your job's not done.
There we go. Alright. Come on, buddy.
See? I knew the curmudgeonly old hag wouldn't let us down.
Alright. And that's it. That's pretty much, alright. Got that done with hard mode. Granted, I started in the middle of the map, so you couldn't see it from the beginning. So they're going to basically tally up your points. You do level up and unlock these things. Same, we got all the tones. We got bonus dice. Ooh, I got a battle scepter. Not sure what that does. Oh, I leveled up again? Hell yeah. Oh, I got a great axe. Cheers, guys. Now, this is really cool. So, because of the things that you did within the game itself, it gave you more dice to roll to get better weapons. That's the first time I actually saw an epic weapon. So we're gonna roll here. And the more, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna go up, and I got this item here. If I had gotten all, I would have gotten that epic weapon, which I'm kind of sad I didn't get. Okay, so unfortunately it's all random, so it's not necessarily. Outrider gun, repeater, handgun. Damn, that thing's sweet. It's got little wings on the flintlock. It's like a fucking chain gun. Unfortunately, this is for the Imperial Soldier. So you're not going to get guaranteed that you're going to get items for that character. Alright, with that said, turn to the end. We're going to go ahead and exit out of this real quick so I can go back to the end and kind of show you the crafting and forging and stuff like that. So it gives you more purposes to kind of repeat and keep playing over and over just to get that gear. It does give you that, it does put you on that treadmill of gear grinding, but
I can hear you moving up there.
me personally, for playing MMOs a lot, I don't mind it. Alright, so that means... Alright, so, yeah, the Imperial Soldiers. So, we have the melee weapon, the ranged weapon, trinkets, and headgear. I'm not sure how you get headgear. Basically just change the aesthetic of your head piece here. So we got a repeater we got a outrider repeater gun. Outrider gun. Alright, so we can basically display it and how it looks on your character. This is the coach gun, this is the repeater, this is a rifle. And each one of these weapons does a different thing. So, for example, since I'm on my Bright Wizard right now, let's go ahead and go to staff real quick. So you saw my fireballs and everything like that. So we have fireballs, beams, bolt, and conflagration staff. Yeah, I know how to say words good. So we'll go to the beam staff for a minute. So the beam staff, my first one, basically a flame shotgun. And then a beam of fiery doom. I'm going to write my name in the wall. Unfortunately, I can't, which is sad. Alright, so we'll switch over to bolt staff. So, bolt staff is now... I'm basically a machine gun. And I have and then I have a lance of fire. This motherfucker brings them down instead of like a fireball. And she is like, oh god, it burns, it burns. Let's go ahead and vent myself off here a bit. Alright, now we're gonna go to the what's it? Conflagration. So regular fireballs, but then I have this force of AoE fountain of fire. Basically, it hits anything in that circle and lights them on fire, pretty much.
Turn against me.
And then while you're in the end, you can switch your character any time at this point. So we'll go to the Imperial Soldier. Alright, so now I can block. Yes, you can block melee, and you'll see the little shields down there. There's 5 little shields. This is pretty much how many attacks you can actually block from regular soldiers. Now, if you're to fight like giant, more big, like a rat ogre or something like that, one of his hits can basically just knock all those shields down. So you're just going to do, you know, regular mace attacks in here. I can hold this and then do shield strike. I can hold the attack button and do a shield chop. And I have my rifle here. Long reload time, but you don't have to worry about burning yourself. Let's switch over to that repeater gun. Okay, so we have this repeater gun. Faster rate of fire. Didn't have to reload every time, but small reload time, but it will do less damage. Alternative fire. Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man. Machine gun. 8-round machine gun. Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man. And then we'll go to blunderbuss, coach gun, shotgun, pretty much. Medieval shotgun. So yeah, each kind of, it's basically depending on your weapons is how, what kind of skills or firing you get. So we'll go to the Witch Hunter. I have a Zweihander, 2-hander. And then I have a pistol that can just fire once. I love how he alternates hands when he does that. Now I want to do rapid fire.
I'm out of ammunition.
So I'm out of ammo now. So
Don't forget to check that stash of yours.
So there's an ammunition replenish. So I can do it. Alright, and I can switch his thing out so I can have a rapier and a crossbow. So this one, of course, will do more damage. Granted, the rate of fire is god-awful. And I have a rapier, more faster strikes. I can block with this as well. So as you can see, yeah, there's a lot of variety in the way you attack, or this is more of a armor penetration. I will be making more videos and stuff like that about the different classes, but yeah, this is pretty much it. Warhammer End Times Vermintide is, to me, a better version of Left 4 Dead, because one, it has different classes that do different things. It's an aesthetic that I like more than just, I know, modern times and stuff like that. It's in the fantasy realm. Now, yes, I know the fantasy realm thing has kind of been overdone, but Warhammer just has a personal place in my heart. It just feels fantastic. And it's just easy jump in, jump out gameplay that I just really love. You can even do little dodge steps and stuff like that. Dodge backwards. You can jump, sidestep, backstep to dodge stuff out of the way. And the combat, the melee combat, is very satisfying, visceral. But that's pretty much all I can really think of at this point to say. I'll probably do wax nostalgia, or wax, not nostalgia, but more about lore and later on videos, because I'm actually going to try to do a video of each class to show a differentiation of, like, maybe small, like, beginner's guides of what class you might want to pick up before the game comes out. But guys, if you enjoyed your time with me, please like, subscribe, put a comment below, and as always, raise your glasses, cheers, and game on. Let's go hunt us some ratmen. Oh man, so it's got that great oh shit. Bumblebee